This is what they call the CP10. It is the control system or controller for the Microsoft Teams interface for the room. So, and as you can see, it's pretty intuitive. It's got that same QR code as on the screen and on the door if you just need to book it with your phone and join a meeting that's on your phone that hasn't been pushed to the room yet. You've got Book Now, which you can hit that and it literally just boots up into meeting mode and gives you a phone number to call into, or you can type in, let's do that real quick. It's going to connect to the Teams server, and then you've got the interface down here for the system, but you can type up here and invite somebody to the room. If I can spell my name correctly, that would be nice. So you can just tap and it'll invite somebody to the room that way. Or if you look on that TV over there, you've got a phone number to call in, meeting ID and password right there displayed on the screen, ready to go if you need it. But let's get out of that. Let's jump into a different one here that's already scheduled. You can make a phone call. All you got to do is enter the email address associated with their Teams account. Share. There's a couple of ways to share with this system. You can cast to the room or you can connect to this. This system supports an HDMI cable being plugged in the back, or there's a wireless dongle that we'll show you in a minute. Room controls. This is where you can select which camera you want to use, the preset positions, and control the PTZ and zoom functionality, plus the tracking feature. You can turn on auto framing, speaker tracking, presenter tracking, and multi-focus to where it can do multiple people at one time. The camera layout, this refers to how the cameras are seen on the screen. As far as you've got one camera full screen, and you can switch which camera that is. You can change to do 2 cameras or 3 cameras or 4 cameras, depending on how the room's configured. And you can do surround as well. Status just shows the entire status of all the connected devices. Device settings, software version, brightness. You can also join with an ID. So if you come in and you have a ID, say it doesn't even have to be Teams, it could be Zoom. You can just literally type in that meeting ID and the passcode and hit connect and the room will join. If you see right here, this is the schedule for the room, and this is where everything is for the room today, schedule-wise. We're going to go to this one that I created for testing the room. There's a current meeting here that we don't want to jump into. We can hit join here. This brings up more controls, so you can actually come here and hit, where is it? So you've got your audio settings, the room remote on and off, and then most important is the room controls here. This brings you back to your camera settings. You've got the ceiling and the audience camera because there's 2 cameras in this room. And this is where you can hit the reset button and it'll move. I can pan the camera around the room. This is your tracking feature. This is where you can turn on auto framing, speaker tracking. Auto framing is just going to frame, so if you've got a couple of people in this room, it will just zoom in and frame them, all of them. Speaker tracking, it's going to try to track the person as they talk. That, depending on how that many people are in the room and how many times they talk, it's not the fastest camera in the world, so if it's jumping back and forth, it may miss somebody. Presenter tracking is where you can turn on presenter tracking. The same camera screen, you can also do your camera layout, and this depends on how the cameras are seen on the screen. So you can do one screen here and apply, or you can do multiple, or you can do surround, or you can have your cameras in a different configuration here. Just depends on how you like it. Status, device settings, brightness, same as before. So we'll go ahead and close out of that. You've got down here, this is your volume up and down here. You've got your shade for your camera. You've got your mic mute. And again, the same present button, either with the wireless or you can connect via the, if it's on a table, there, you can connect up via the HDMI connection on the back. And the end call button. But the next thing I want to show you is how to connect wirelessly to it. So let's grab the wireless dongle here. And I'm going to turn my camera off here for a second. There's a couple of ways, but we're going to do the wireless one first. Turn camera off. So my Mac is already connected to the system. So when you plug it in via either USB-A or USB-C, it's going to pop up down here in a yellow light. And then as soon as it connects, it will go to green, and it should auto-connect just like that. And I can close this. And as you see, my screen is on and is also being presented through to the webcast here as well. Now, if you plug it in and it doesn't go green, there is a driver that can be found on a Mac under the locations here. There's a Yealink Presentation Pod application that you'll need to install first. So if you've never connected to the room, you might want to show up a little early and install that application. IT may be able to push that app out globally through Intune, but that's the one little thing here. You can also, if you're presenting and you need to get the system off, you can hit that button and it takes you off. And then you can hit it again and it will put you back up. So this is connecting a WPP30 to the an old laptop. So your WPP30 or your wireless presentation pod on a PC, it should just auto connect and go once you plug it in. You're going to see a yellow light as it's connecting. If it doesn't turn green within a few seconds, if you go on your computer to your file browser, and then you come down to, it should look like a thumb drive, right here, Presentation Launcher Driver. You're going to double click on that, and it's going to install the driver that it needs to do the wireless presentation for. Then you should get this, and if you notice, it's green now, so you should be able to click it. Software is still loading, host is connecting as we see here. Checking driver. Press to share. Now we're sharing. Thank you for joining us today on this tour of some conference room systems here in Atlanta. If there's a conference room need you need some technology in your building, head over to 210solutions.com, scroll down, fill out that contact form, and one of our solution specialists will be in touch with you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching. Do us a favor, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. We'll see you next time.